Good morning and welcome to Klaipėda. We are just leaving the harbour area now. We stayed over at this hotel behind us, the Old Mill. It was a really nice location. We walked into Old Town last night and it was quite impressive, wasn't it?
It was. It's a really nice little place on the coast here. But today we're going to be heading to a castle and doing some roads here in Lithuania, and later today we'll end up in the capital.
We've been riding now for about an hour and the roads have been all somewhat similar to the one we're on now. Fairly straight, a few train track crossings, passing through a few small sleepy villages, but all pretty much the same as, same for the last hour or so. As soon as we got out of the city and rode around the port area, the road conditions deteriorated somewhat, quite patchy and quite rocky. I think we had a more steady ferry crossings in Norway than we have riding on this road. But yeah, the road conditions have got good now. They've got new surfaces in, and yeah, we're just continuing heading south. We're actually heading close to near the border of Kaliningrad, I think, aren't we?
Yeah, that's the one, and heading towards a castle where we'll hopefully stop for some lunch, but we still have another hour and a half on roads just like these.
Yeah, coffee was not great this morning, so we're in search of a good cup of coffee. Important crossroads ahead. Are we turning left or are we going right to Kaliningrad?
Definitely left.
We'll take the left. All right then.
Left.
How far actually are we? I think we're only 134 kilometers.
Wow, that's close.
It is pretty. I think we get closer to the border with the way we're going.
There's the big sign there. We're going this way.
We are. That's one of those names that you're familiar with, like the Battle of Kaliningrad, but you don't ever expect to see a signpost for it on your travels. Quite interesting back there. There was like a memorial, like an old one, all written in German.
Interesting.
And I was looking on the map the other night of the castles and things in Kaliningrad, yeah. And everything has German names. All of the castles, all of the places and the towns. So I know it was owned or occupied by Germany at some point, but it must have been for quite a lengthy period if everything was named and still is named the same today.
That's a good point. I never thought about that.
You learn a lot on these trips, but then you also realise that you have a lot more to learn.
Yeah, exactly. And how complicated the past 100 years have been in Europe.
Yeah, the European history has been quite complicated, hasn't it? So it's, yeah, these trips answer a lot of questions, but they also make a lot of new questions. But that's what we can look forward to when we get home, just to post-trip research.
Fill in the gaps.
Yeah, if we can.
So this is the road that runs parallel to Russia, to Kaliningrad. It's not what I expected this road to look like, with all the trees either side. There is a river that divides the two, but we'll be coming up to like the border town in a minute.
Yeah, it's so far it's just forest, isn't it? Just dense, thick forest as far as you can see. There's no like warning signs or about anything like that really. It's just a plain old
Just a
road.
road.
There was a signpost for a museum. I wasn't really sure what type of museum. Some sort of technical museum. And it's going to take us very close to the border and to the river as well. So I thought we'd just have a little quick look down here. It's only 4 kilometers anyway that joins back onto the main road. If it's nothing of interest, we could just carry on to the castle. We're just riding through a small town called Smalininkai, I think it is. It's yeah, it's really quiet here. There's not much going on. It's just really close to the river over there, which is marking the border. There's a few schools, few shops, but a nice peaceful place. Everything's well kept. The grass is cut. Some allotments. People growing vegetables. Seems like a nice, quiet place to live. But not too many people about. I haven't seen many. I think we're about to rejoin onto the main road, and the castle should be about a 30-minute ride away. I might stop for fuel in a minute as well. I'm running a bit low.
Okay.
There has been a distinct lack of coffee shops on the way here, so we decided to pull over and make our own. Parked shadow up by the river, and set up a little mobile kitchen here.
It's a little coffee shop on the river, but I'm making some sandwiches and your own coffees as always, Sean.
Yeah, the stove is on and the mocha pot is slowly warming up. I think apparently the trick is to let the water pass through the coffee as slowly as possible, so I've got it on low at the moment. But what a spot!
It's a great spot. It's been quite a hard ride today. It's
Yeah,
not been the most enjoyable.
No, not particularly interesting. Lots of straight roads again. Lots of bad roads as well.
Yeah, it wasn't like the roads weren't bad condition. They were just bumpy, and when you're on them for 2 hours, it just starts to get to you after a while.
It was like I thought we were last year's F1 season with the porpoising.
Constantly going up and down, but we should be onto some better roads now, and after we've had lunch we can stroll around the castle and then head towards Vilnius.
Sounds good, Em. In the meantime, we're just going to have lunch and enjoy this river. There's plenty of birds landing and taking off around here. It's actually a really nice spot. We have just pulled off the main road to #Raudonė, just there. And this is going to see castle number 1 for today. It should just be ahead of us. I think there it is there. Is that it, Em, or is it not a bit taller than that?
I think it's bigger than that.
That's not the main one then, is it? Maybe.
Yeah, no, it is.
No, it is that one, is it?
It is, yeah.
Oh. Oh no, wait, there's another one opposite. Oh, that's better.
There we go.
Oh, there we go, yeah. Oh, that's quite nice.
Nice red brick.
Yeah. Speed bump.
Little coffee shop. And that place is all boarded up. What a shame.
Yeah. We'll be taking the spare bricks from that one soon, won't they? There's a parking place just further down here.
Alright, so let's go check out this castle.
We're just leaving the castle now. It's got beautiful grounds, and as you can see, it's beautiful from the sky with those views of the river from the castle. And now, where are we heading next, Sean? Do you remember the name? I can't.
Kasau or something like that. There's a museum there, is there? I think we're going to have a look at.
Yeah, I think we'll head there and then get on to the capital later this afternoon.
That sounds good. Oh, they're conker trees, horse chestnuts, I think. Oh well, they're quite beautiful trees. We haven't seen many of these on our travels. They've mostly been pines, haven't they, or silver birches?
That's true.
Well, it's a lovely little village. Again, it's doesn't look like much has changed over the years. Cut through here. I like these little outhouses they got with the fires. It feels like you're in your cabin away from your home.
And everywhere is so neat. Everything is so well kept.
It is, isn't it? All the grass is cut, the hedges are trimmed. We stopped and parked the bike just on the outskirts of the city of Kaunas to see the 9th fort, which is just behind me here, which has had quite a rich history and also a very more recent dark history. But first, we're going to go over there and check out the memorial to those that lost their lives here. Just opposite the fort is the memorial to the victims of Nazism. Standing some 32 meters high and built in 1984, this memorial sits next to the place where the mass graves were. Over 45,000 people lost their lives in this fort. At the end of the 19th century, the city of Kaunas was fortified, and by 1890 was encircled by 8 forts and 9 gun batteries. Construction of the 9th fort, that's the one that's just ahead of us, began in 1902 and was completed on the eve of World War I. But from 1924 onwards, the 9th fort was used as the Kaunas city prison. During the years of the Soviet occupation in 1940 to 1941, the 9th fort was used by the NKVD to house political prisoners pending transfer to Gulag forced labour camps. During the years of Nazi occupation, the 9th fort was put to use as a place of mass murder. 45,000 to 50,000 Jews, mostly from Kaunas and largely taken from the Covered Ghetto, were transported to the 9th fort and murdered by the Nazis and Lithuanian collaborators in what became known as the Kaunas Massacre. It's getting on for 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, so it's time to leave this place and we're going to head further east to the capital of Vilnius. I think we've got another couple of hours riding, and yeah, we better get going because we don't want to arrive there too late. Right, we're on the motorway, we're headed to Vilnius. The motorway here is pretty hectic. It's not really complete, it's like a working process motorway with some very short slip roads onto it.
It's like everyone, everywhere.
It seems a bit overpopulated, doesn't it, this motorway?
Yeah, and the slip road length is ridiculous.
Yeah, the one just before then had like gravel all over it, big holes in it, and then you join. There were some very strange priority right rules as well as you came off.
Yeah.
So not entirely straightforward riding here in Lithuania. Not as much as the other countries, I'd say, that we visited in the Baltics.
True. And this is, yeah, the main way to the capital. So we have around an hour on this.
Yeah.
What does the sat nav say? 86 kilometers on it?
Yeah, we're on this motorway for 86 kilometers for about an hour, yeah, I should say. And then we're not entirely sure if we want to stay there tonight, but we want to see the castle. Is that right, Em? There's a good castle there.
There's an amazing castle not too far from the city centre, so We just need to play it by ear for now. The first stop is seeing the city of Vilnius.
Okay, yeah. And then we decide if we want to stay in the city centre or if we want to stay a little bit further out near the castle.
Traffic getting into Vilnius does not look like fun.
Oh
if
no,
you're in a
right,
car.
yeah. I think this is our turning, isn't
Has
it?
something happened?
Not sure. I think this is just the turning.
How's it been riding through Vilnius so far?
There wasn't my favourite riding experience into this city. I will say that. It was a little bit chaotic.
Yeah, to say the least.
You can do your best, but I'm still suspicious that someone was going to go in the back of us.
They come up fast and then slam on.
Yeah, there's lots of those like slipways, even bus stops on the motorways,
and speed bumps on the roundabouts.
Yeah, speed bumps on the roundabouts. Yeah. Oh, I can smell donuts or something.
It does smell sweet. I don't know if it's best for us to stay in a hotel like that that's way out of the city, but I know we'll have underground parking.
Yeah.
Or to try and find something in the city that's like easy for us to walk to. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have time to be commuting, so to say, in and out of the city in the morning and this evening. I'm sure they'll have an underground parking in some of the hotels in the city centre.
Yeah, maybe. Do have bolts though, don't forget.
They do have bolts. I haven't seen one though, have you?
Yeah, there's one there. There's always a bolt.
There's another one there, you're right. What's this guy doing?
Okay, so you have 1 kilometre, okay, until you're turning to the right.
Alright, thanks then. That's quite impressive.
It is. Lots of detail on that one.
We might be able to do the top 10 city sites on the way in. And save us the bother of leaving the hotel. Alright, we've got a road closed. This isn't the one we wanted, was it?
No.
I think there's space through there. Just about, like.
Nicely done. Oh, look,
Maybe
that
that's
looks like
more.
Old Town in the distance.
Ah, it does, doesn't it? That looks decent, doesn't it?
Looks lovely.
Somehow looks a little bit calmer over there. It might just be the pastel shades. It seems to be a bit quieter now.
I think there's a lot of one-way systems.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those, if you make the wrong turn, you're screwed.
This left, is it?
Yes, this one. That's the one. Funny thing is, I'm navigating to a hotel that we haven't even booked.
Yeah, we might not like it. The hotel's there, is it?
Like down that street,
okay.
we have to go round to
You have
get
to do a
it.
loop.
Yeah. Looks like it's down a quiet street, which is good, but it does look quite far outside of the city.
And this one you picked because it has parking.
It says it has parking, and it's nice, and it's cheap. Okay, so 400 meters sharp left onto the other road. And there should be a hotel there called Old Town Trio Hotel.
400 meters, so this left, I guess.
No, next one.
Nope, keep going.
Yeah, that one's going to have a blocked entry sign on it. What is it? Oh, there's
Maybe,
a GS there parked. A 1250. This looks a bit more Old Town vibes.
Ah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
100 meters. This guy's stuck. And he's just stopped and got out the car.
I think she's got a gate to open.
Ah.
It's a tight turning though for a big car.
Oh.
No pressure, take your time. Don't scuff it.
Go, go, go.
Oh, that's oh, that's close. She's done that before. She's pro at that.
Okay, it's this one, this left.
In this immediate little left here, I guess.
This immediate
or the
little
big,
left.
Or the big,
Oh, this
yeah.
immediate little one.
Yep. Oh, that's one slippy floor.
Slippy cobble.
And again,
down
left again.
Here, yeah, that's it. It's
it
not
this-
that one. It's not that
not the
one. No,
Conti.
keep going, keep going. It's called Old Town Trio Hotel.
Ah, this might be it. It looks like it's got an inside parking bit. Yeah, there's this one here.
It did not look like that on the website. It looks like it's got parking around the back. Do you think that's good?
That looks pretty good actually,
You
I'll
happy
just
to
pop
leave?
in. I'm very happy, yeah.
Okay, I'll actually book the hotel then.
We have arrived in Vilnius. We decided to stay at the hotel that Em found. It seemed pretty good. There's some off-street parking for the bike, so it's about as safe as it can get. As always, they gave us the top floor and there was no lift, so I had to lug all of the luggage upstairs, but that's all right. I could do the exercise today.
Yeah, good workout, and it was €50 basically a night, which is a great price for in the city. We are 5 minutes away from Old Town, which we're about to go out and explore. So we'll see you guys in the next episode when we go and explore Vilnius.